Hey everyone, Daniel Burns here, back from Adium Tech. Today we have a different job. We're actually mounting a 60-inch TV on this fireplace stand. So we're going to be using a vaulted ceiling mount right here, and we're going to run the cables right inside the space that's between the chute and the actual drywall. And then we're going to open up this sort of faux box here that's kind of closing this area in, and we're going to put a networking panel inside. There we go, with an Apple TV, and we're going to be using Moca adapters because this is a pool house and their house is about 200 feet away from us. And so there's actually a coaxial cable that runs up to the house, up to a cabinet that we're going to be using Moca adapters. Now a Moca adapter is basically a device that allows you to run Ethernet over coax. And so it just translates the cable just like a modem, and then runs the Ethernet, runs the internet right through the Moca adapter. And then from the Moca adapter, we're going to be installing an Eero router, so they have Wi-Fi finally down by their pool and inside their pool house. So we're also going to be installing the Apple TV with the router, and they'll have internet and streaming and whatever they want to do to their heart's content down in their pool house. So should be a fun build. So the next thing we're going to do is actually cut the hole out for the networking panel. Okay, so now we're getting the ceiling mount, the TV mount for the ceiling. We're gonna mount it right up here in this vaulted ceiling against this beam. You can mount it actually 90 degrees instead of flat like that. And it comes down, and we're just loosening the bolt so we can get to, we'll just drop one. Loosening the bolt so we can get to the two bottom screws and tighten those down, and so the bracket's nice and level and nice and even.
Now this little guy's got to crawl in there and figure it all out. He can do it. He's skinny. He's got to look and make sure that the flue is all the way clear up to the top. So he's going to be down in here, just looking. So quick status update. We got the pole mount mounted. It's nice and firm now. So our TV is going to mount here, and it's going to be able to turn 360 degrees on this mount right here. We finished getting the panel cut out. We got two holes cut out up top. That's going to be one for power and then one for HDMI, because our Apple TV is actually going to be down here in the panel, and we're going to run some long HDMI cables all the way up and all the way back down, all to avoid a little bit of cable right here. So we did encounter a problem. There are some pieces of sheet metal in the flume that we're going to have to get out. And so we're actually going to be installing little access panels, hopefully just two of them, to be able to bypass those cables and get them installed. So we get to go to Home Depot.
All right, so another update on getting the wires down the wall. The chute actually has these sheet metal, I guess, levels. And then this, so far we've only found three, one down right here, one right here, and then one just below the holes we cut for the actual outlets. And so we're gonna get around, bypass the top one, we can get around this one, and then run the wires as we please. And then it's just a little bit of drywall work. because this has to be patched as well. So not a big deal. Makes it easy for us. Alright, so we got the outlet installed. Now we're going to begin to run the cables, the HDMI and Ethernet through the actual pole. Because the power, the extension cord, is too thick, we have to take the pole apart and run it through first, then put it back together. And as you can see, the wires comes down, and then it's going to go to the panel right here. We got the power. We're going to tap into this outlet right here, and everything's going to be clean and all in one place. Alright, so we just finished running the HDMI cable and the extension cord through the pole right here as it comes out, and then it's going to come out with the bracket holding the TV on, all nice and neat. And we're putting the cover plate back on and adjusting that, and then we got the HDMI cables and the electricity run inside the wall, and so it's going to come out to here, and we have the HDMI cables in here. So all data cables are going to come out into the top, into the panel, organized with all the equipment. And we're getting the outlet installed on the bottom of the panel, and it's a GFCI protected surge protector, and it's going to connect with the outlet right there. So all nice and neat. It's coming together. Alright, so we just got the panel in place, and we're going to screw it to the studs and wire in the electrical box. So the HDMI cables and the coax come up right out the top, and they go up the wall and around to the TV. So we got the TV mounted on its mount. We just got to do some fine tuning and adjust it and make sure it's all level. But it's in the perfect place. It swings 360 degrees around as many times as you want because the wires are inside the pole. And we have Jacob up there getting the wires tacked down all nice and neat. And it goes right into the wall and right down here. We got the panel in place. We're going to hook up and secure the Apple TV and the Moca adapter and get the power strip in there and get it all together. So we got the panel in place, and we have the door on, so you can just push it and open it right up. And we're gonna get everything organized inside there, and it's nice and hidden. And so this is the Moca adapter here. You connect it from the Ethernet in the house down to the router. From the router, we're gonna have Wi-Fi out here, and we also have a wired Apple TV for streaming out in the pool house. So, almost done. Gonna close it all up and start cleaning up and hook it up on the inside. Alright, so we're all finished up. We got the Apple TV hooked up, the TV all hooked up. We got the Moca adapters getting internet through here. We need to do a quick speed test right on the Apple TV and see what speed we're getting. Now they pay for 150 through Coax, and in California you usually get over that, so let's see if we're close. There we go. Perfect. So we're close to 150, which is excellent, and that can fluctuate throughout time. So we were getting 170 directly connected with the laptop. And we can go around here. See, everything is all nice and neat. Goes up the mount, and then it gets tacked to the side, the beam, and right down into the outlets. And the HDMI cables come down into the networking cabinet right here. And we have the, as you can see, the Moca adapter, the Apple TV, and the Eero to give us Wi-Fi and internet down here. So everything's all ready. We even have HDMI for a Blu-ray player or something else in the future. And it can all be hidden and closed up, and they're gonna be painting and patching some of this stuff. So everything's nice and clean and looks great. Alright, thanks everyone for watching our quick video on this awesome job we had going on today, where we installed a TV, we installed it mounted on a vaulted ceiling, and we installed an Eero and an Apple TV, and we got internet out to the pool house where they couldn't have internet before. And so we're using a Moca adapter through old coax, and everything's all connected, getting the speed they pay for, and it's super quick, and they're gonna love it. Alright, thanks everyone for watching. See you on the next one.